Imagine becoming free from your habits, those annoying, life-draining patterns that appear to have you under their control. You want to move on, yet every time you try it seems as though you are moving 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. Not unfamiliar at all. You are not alone. Everyone has at some point been caught in some pattern. The good news is that you can entirely retrain your mind and kick that addiction in just 9 days. You did really hear correctly, just 9 days. Consider now how strong the human mind actually is before you begin to question this. Like supercomputers, our brains continuously absorb data and create habits, both good and negative. Sadly, if those behaviors become second nature, they may feel difficult to break. Most people find themselves caught in this. They try to stop cold turkey by relying just on willpower, and then find themselves back into the same old pattern. But suppose I told you there was another way, a technique that lets you gently reprogram your brain and release the bonds of addiction? Reprogramming your mind is about knowing how your brain functions and using that knowledge to your benefit rather than about fighting yourself or against your wants. It begins with something as straightforward as reinterpretation of your habit. Why not consider it as a chance for personal development rather than something you have to fight? Every difficult time might be considered as a stepping stone towards your actual desired character. You see, self-awareness is the first step toward releasing. Most people do not even aware they are hooked to anything until it is too late. Have you ever noticed? Unaware of their degree of habit ingrainedness, they go about their daily business following the same pattern. Change is attainable, though, when you start paying attention and start to identify the trends. The real magic occurs when you mix a defined strategy with self-awareness. In just 9 days, you may teach your brain to see your addiction differently, replace destructive behaviors with better ones, and gradually but definitely find release. It's all about consistency. Daily you will find your ideas start to change. Once overpowering, the desires will begin to lose their potency. Sounds just fantastic, right? The drawback is that you must commit here. This is not a short fix whereby, upon waking on day 9, everything is miraculously perfect. This is a process, one that calls for you to be present, attentive, and most importantly, to believe that change is feasible. Is it likely simple? Definitely not. But is the effort worth it? Totally. What then is the trick? Among the instruments available to rewire your brain are visualizations, affirmations, and guided mental exercises. Imagine yourself already free from your addiction. What that feels like. Imagine the life you wish to lead, the achievements you will make, and the mental clarity you will acquire. Every day as you work through the program, these mental drills support your changed perspective. Before you realize it, that addiction will seem to be a far-off memory. Naturally, you will have challenges. Everyone else does. There will be times when you find yourself driven back into previous behaviors. The difference now, though, is that you have the means to bring yourself back online. Knowing that freedom is within grasp, you will keep on with resilience instead of becoming caught. Are you therefore prepared to try it? 9 days. That is all it requires to release you. Once you feel as though you have broken that addiction and taken back mental control, you will question why you did not start sooner.